Where's the NEWSCAST? Crap. Oh, quick.
Only Purple has the Gel Flex Grid, designed to help you wake with less pain, because the right bed doesn't just improve your night, it improves your day. Save up to $500 on a Purple mattress during the President's Day sale. Less pain, better sleep. Plaza.
Not too bad tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies. We're in the 70s by noon. Highs in the 80s. Rain chances are there, but they get a little bit better after dark. Maybe this time we could have some downpours on the radar, and those rain chances get gradually, and I do mean gradually, better as we make our way through the next 6 or 7 days. Very spring-like temperatures. This looks like the middle of April, honestly.
It really does, and like those April showers are coming a bit early.
A little bit, and I don't think anyone's complaining, especially with these drought conditions. The last thing we want is wildfire danger. So.
Right, exactly.
I keep getting these alerts on my phone that there's going to be cooling over the next couple days, or it's going to be warming over the next couple days. Specifically when it says cooling in Wichita Falls, I'm like, I will believe it when I see it. I would kill for a cooler day. Just one more day in like the 50s when we can just chill a bit would be awesome.
Well, thanks so much, John.
Get what we want, yeah.
And thank you for joining us.
The dust has settled. This now looks to be quite the decapitating operation carried out by American and Israeli forces. There are multiple objectives that are here at play: knocking out ballistic missile sites, dismantling Iran's nuclear program, but also opening the door for the possibility of the regime to be brought down by the people of Iran. News Nation has been speaking with people on the ground there, concealing their identities as they have navigated these last few weeks. Today, they say that finally they see hope on the horizon.
At this moment in history, I truly feel that both I and the people of my country have been reborn, and a new history has been written for our nation. I hope that Iran's future will be bright and that we can be proud of our country.
But that does not mean that the threats have passed. We have seen plenty of barrages still fired by Iran, some of them leading to impacts here in Tel Aviv, in which residential areas have come under fire. That is now one of the major focuses. The dust has settled. This now looks to be quite the decapitating operation carried out by American and Israeli forces. There are multiple objectives that are here at play: knocking out ballistic missile sites, dismantling Iran's nuclear program, but also opening the door for the possibility of the regime to be brought down by the people of Iran. News Nation has been speaking with people on the ground there, concealing their identities as they have navigated these last few weeks. Today, they say that finally they see hope on the horizon.
At this moment in history, I truly feel that both I and the people of my country have been reborn, and a new history has been written for our nation. I hope that Iran's future will be bright and that we can be proud of our country.
But that does not mean that the threats have passed. We have seen plenty of barrages still fired by Iran, some of them leading to impacts here in Tel Aviv, in which residential areas have come under fire. That is now one of the major focuses of American and Israeli operations going forward, knocking out as many of those ballistic launch sites as possible, as Iran's missile program certainly poses threats, not just to people here in Israel, but as we have seen, to countries all around the Persian Gulf. We have seen Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, all coming under fire and all condemning Iran's actions and their strikes on U.S. service members here in the region. But the most important number to report here is that at this hour, still no casualties for American troops here in the region, despite the fact that Iran has put hundreds of drones and missiles in the air targeting American service members around the Middle East.
Here in the Lone Star State, reactions have come from lawmakers across the state. Central Texas Congressman Lloyd Doggett is weighing in on the recent attack.
It's very alarming. President Trump declared war here by himself without having exhausted all of the nonviolent alternatives, without any plan as to what happens after the first bombs drop, and without any legal authorization.
Doggett says he's concerned about possible retaliation and risk to Americans at home and abroad. He's urging Congress to quickly take up a war powers resolution to limit further military action. District 13 Congressman Ronnie Jackson also speaking out on X, saying, quote, President Trump has taken decisive action to protect America and our allies everywhere. For decades, the Iranian regime and its proxies have created chaos throughout the Middle East and threatened the safety of American soldiers, citizens, and allies. We will not allow their mass terror any longer. Now let's send it over to John Cameron for a look outside. And John, this is kind of an early start to our spring here in Texoma, is it not?
It would seem that way. I mean, once we look at the 7-day forecast, it looks like it's coming straight from the heart of April. That is for sure a very mild Saturday night underway. 63 degrees at Shepherd Air Force Base. East-southeast wind, fortunately light, but strong enough to display that flag very nicely over Bowie. We see clouds increasing from the west. Some showers over the Ouachita Mountains of Oklahoma, but those are moving east. But rain is not, the rain chances here are not zero, especially this time tomorrow night. We'll run a very slight chance of a stray shower through the day. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, and we're back to the 80s for highs in the afternoon. Rain chances go up once the sun sets on Sunday. I'll explain that a little bit later. But much better rain chances are on the far end of the 7-day forecast. I'll be happy to show you that a little bit later in the newscast, Dylan.
I know nobody's really complaining about rain chances. You know, we always take the rain, John.
Yep.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you in a bit. The fate of the Art Walk will be up for discussion this coming week. Wichita Falls City Manager Jeff Jenkins is expected to provide an update about downtown's biggest attraction. Councilors are also expected to discuss Art Walk during executive session. Then on Thursday, the 4B board will host a public hearing for a funding request by the city to support the Art Walk. Back in January, downtown Wichita Falls Development announced it will not produce any Art Walks this year. Mayor Tim Short has said he will do anything possible to make sure the Art Walk doesn't end. City Council meets at 8:30 this coming Tuesday morning. Then the 4B board will meet Thursday afternoon at 3. Both meetings will be inside the Impact. A Burke Burnett restaurant celebrates a major milestone today. Carlito's Mexican restaurant, alongside the Burke Burnett Chamber of Commerce, hosts a ribbon cutting in honor of the restaurant's 25th anniversary. Carlito's is located on 625 Shepherd Road and is a local family-owned restaurant that's been a staple of the community for multiple decades. According to restaurant owner Carlos Moreno, today's ribbon cutting shows just how close the relationship between Carlito's and the Burke Burnett community has become.
It's a great addition to the community, how we see, really bonded with them, and they see that we've been growing with them, alongside them, and thanks to them that we've been able to do this and achieve everything we have.
Carlito's has 3 Texoma locations: Burke Burnett, Iowa Park, and Electra. The Booker T. Washington Alumni Association and Community Archives is wrapping up Black History Month with a soul food dinner. The dinner consisted of meats, vegetables, and desserts. All of the proceeds go back to supporting the organization and its scholarship fund. The Booker T. Washington Alumni Association and Community Archives works to preserve the history and legacy of the former school while keeping alumni connected to the community. As a nonprofit organization, it also supports local students through scholarships and educational initiatives. And looking ahead to tomorrow, a new state park in North Texas is scheduled to open its gates for the first time. Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced the Palo Pinto Mountain State Park will have a soft opening tomorrow. The park is the first state park to open in North Texas in over 24 years. The park is located near Possum Kingdom between Abilene and the Metroplex and offers Texans over 4,800 acres of former ranch land to hike, bike, fish, and explore. The park features Tucker Lake for fishing, boating, swimming, and birding. To protect the park, no motorboats are allowed. Entrance fees for the park are $7 a day for anyone 13 and up. Kids 12 and under get in free. More information about all Palo Pinto Mountain State Park has to offer can be found on the Texas Park and Wildlife website. Also, be sure to save your appetite for some original Windthorst German sausage. Tomorrow from 11 to 2, head over to St. Mary's Parish Hall in Windthorst. There, enjoy all-you-can-eat homemade German sausage with plenty of trimmings, spare ribs, and sauerkraut, along with baked goods by the Catholic Daughters of America. Adults and to-go plates are $15, children 12 and under are $5, and a package of raw sausage is $10. Proceeds benefit two local organizations, the Windthorst Volunteer Fire Department and 4th Degree Knights of Columbus. Well, stick around. John's full forecast is coming up next. Later, today's highlights from the racetrack at Circuit of the Americas in Austin. We'll be right back.
It's hard to tackle that to-do list when you have a lot on your mind. But you don't have to get caught up in the hustle. Find your zen and sharpen your focus with Ashwagandha Plus Calm and Focus. Our formula combines clinically studied extracts of ashwagandha and spearmint to help dial down your distractions and power up your focus. Stay cool under pressure and focus on what's important with Ashwagandha Plus Calm and Focus from Life Extension. Introducing Purple, the only mattress with the GelFlex grid, designed to relieve pressure and reduce pain, so you can end and start your day feeling refreshed. From quiet mornings to meaningful moments together, because the right bed doesn't just improve your night, it improves your day. Save up to $500 on a Purple mattress during the President's Day sale. Purple, less pain, better sleep.
Achieving my goals as an adult was challenging without a high school diploma. With the help of an adult education center, I finished my high school diploma and it changed my life.
This yearbook is a testament to your accomplishments and how they have impacted all of us.
Getting my high school diploma made me feel like I can do anything. Now, I can help the kids in my community achieve their dreams.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Best Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything.
Call that a plasma sword?
For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy told him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
My opponent is completely disregarding almost half of my arguments which I responded to.
Communities must step up.
Laws
and
alone
protest
cannot
against this
stop the
normalizing.
bullying.
Well, I completely disagree.
Point of inquiry, do you guys even realize that the #1 killer of children and teens are gun injuries?
You're probably starting to realize now, this is not a debate.
There is no adult in this earth that wants children to die.
I worry for my kids.
Now, from K-FDX-3, Texoma's Weather Authority, with John Cameron.
John, you talked about some rain chances potentially tomorrow, but do they kind of increase as the week kind of goes along? How does it look like?
A very gradual increase. Okay. I mean, a very gradual increase. So, yeah, we'll have to be patient with these rain chances. The best ones are kind of waiting for us at the end of the current 7-day forecast. A little bit of history was made in more than one way. With a high of 88, that will now be our warmest temperature on February 28th, right? The previous record, 87, set 20 years ago, back in 2006. 88, new record high. It's also our warmest day of the year so far. It rounds out, just based on high temperatures, our warmest February in our history, and it looks like it will close out our warmest winter in Wichita Falls history, meteorological winter, which goes from December 1st to February 28th, right? And then meteorological spring starts tomorrow, March 1st. 88 degrees, that's 26 degrees above average for this time of the year. Let's talk about something we do like, and that's rain, especially when we're talking about drought conditions. Now, between now and, say, Thursday evening, the rain chances are there, but the forecast models are not terribly giving with significant rain. That changes a little bit starting, say, Friday morning and into Saturday, saying perhaps not only improving rain chances, but more meaningful, impactful rain. So obviously this is not gospel, but we'll certainly look at new data that comes in, every 6 to 12 hours and pinpoint that forecast with every day that goes by. And as you can see, the rain chances very gradually get better as we make our way through the next 6 or 7 days. Very mild Saturday night for this final day of February. 63 is kind of our average high for this time of the year. We've got a light east and southeast wind across the area. It's interesting. We have kind of we're alternating between breezy to windy and virtually no wind. So we've got a breezy day tomorrow, not much wind at all Monday, big time winds Tuesday with sustained winds of 20 plus miles per hour, probably gusts of 25 to 30, very little in the way of wind on Wednesday, and then we're back to breezy, if not windy, for Thursday. Over the past few hours, not a whole lot going on. We're seeing some stray showers over the Green Mountain areas of eastern Oklahoma, and the clouds increasing for us. None of those appear to bring rain our way anytime soon. So let's go forward in time and see what we got. Overnight tonight, perhaps some stray showers, between Duncan and Oklahoma City. Mostly cloudy to start the day tomorrow, sunshine midday, and then clouds increase a little bit on Sunday evening. Watch the thunderstorms develop near Oklahoma City. These try to expand southward with a cold front, maybe some downpours as we get into the evening, Lawton downward to our North Texas counties by this time tomorrow evening. Partly cloudy skies tonight. Overnight lows upper 50s. Southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Any rain chance tomorrow will probably be after dark. Prior to that, maybe a 1 in 10 chance. Back to the 80s once again. South winds at 10 to 20. And as I said, rain chances getting better almost on a daily basis for the next 6 or 7 days, and very spring-like. 70s and 80s for the foreseeable future.
Nearly half of Americans don't get the recommended daily intake of magnesium. But this essential mineral is great for your heart, bones, nerves, and muscles. Life Extension's magnesium glycinate delivers this popular form equal to 105 milligrams of elemental magnesium. And because it's a well-absorbed form, different parts of your body can make the best use of it. So get the magnesium your body needs with magnesium glycinate, and you'll say, OMG.
Introducing Purple,
The only mattress with the GelFlex grid, designed to relieve pressure and reduce pain. So you can end and start your day feeling refreshed. From quiet mornings to meaningful moments together. Because the right bed doesn't just improve your night, it improves your day. Save up to $500 on a Purple mattress during the President's Day sale. Purple. Less pain, better sleep.
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I feel that I'm not getting the attention that I need, and it's a lot built up in my chest. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at soundidouttogether.org.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the fact.
You're watching K-FDX-3 News.
NASCAR driver Shane Van Gisbergen continuing his road course dominance with the win in Austin today. Grace Reeder recaps today's O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race from Circuit of the Americas.
Connor Zilic, the winner of last year's Focus Health 250, was denied a repeat win at Circuit of the Americas Saturday. Despite going back and forth with Shane Van Gisbergen early in the race, car trouble set Zilic back, and it was all SVG from there.
That last yellow came out, and then we pitted, and thankfully a lot of people pitted with us, and then the restart was just awesome, and they kind of pushed each other wide, and I came through, so it worked out well.
This is the first time Van Gisbergen has won at this track, and it's been the talk of the week. Despite his road course dominance, Coda has previously snubbed SVG.
What an awesome day to be up front all day. A lot of action on restarts, but stoked to finally win here.
Van Gisbergen will also race in Saturday's Cup Series race, but it's Tyler Reddick at the top of the poll for that one. Reddick would make history as the first driver to win all three of the first races of the season, should he win.
Starting up front is huge. We did the same thing last year, and Shane and Kyle were able to get around us early. So we need to maintain that, hang on to it this time around.
We'll have that race covered for you too.
To $500 on a Purple mattress during the President's Day sale. Less pain, better sleep.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
Let's go later in the inning. Now it's going to be Kyra Seward up to bat. She's going to dribble this one. Bit of a ground